Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverly and it is lovely to see you today. In this video we're going to be trying out some witchy DIY-ness, so grab a cup of tea, let's get to it. So I've wanted to do this video for a while. I absolutely love watching videos of witches doing DIYs. I find it so relaxing. If you watched a recent video that I did, I spoke about some of my favourite YouTubers and one of them was magical crafting, and yeah, it's just my favourite thing to do. And I was thinking to myself, oh, I'd love to try some of these. And then a new YouTube idea came to mind and here we are. We're going to be trying out some of these DIYs. We're starting out very gently because I need a grimoire. A grimoire is a place where you put all your notes, all the things you learn as you learn them, any spells that you create, all of the magical things go in this book. And a lot of people, if you go on Instagram and places, they'll have these really aesthetic, beautiful grimoires. And I'm like, oh, that's so pretty and witchy. But they're not very me, you know. I'm more colourful than that. I'm not really into looking like my book is 5 million years old. And I have tried that before. There's a grimoire that I tried to have is this one. It opens with like a little leafy thing, and it's got all my bits and bobs in, little notes. It's too small, and it was just a bad idea all round, to be honest. It'd be great for a little notebook for taking notes when you're out in the field, like if you're out somewhere and you find a plant, you could like take notes on the plant if you're a forager. I am not a forager. As a disabled woman, I find it very difficult to go walking for miles looking for plants. But yeah, so when I came across this video by Hearthfire Fox, my teeth do not want to work today. When I came across this video by Hearthfire Fox, I knew it was so much more me than a lot of other grimoire tutorials are. It was very step by step how to set it up, and very much left room, wiggle room, if you will, for you to really personalise it and make it your own, and I loved that. So I have notes from the video. The video link will be down in the description, as well as links to anything that I mention in this video. All links will be in the description, so go check that out after you've watched this video. But here are my notes. We've got 6 steps to follow, and they're not difficult steps. They're not things that make you feel overwhelmed, which is good, because whenever you think of grimoire or my spell book or book of shadows or whatever you want to call it, it always feels like it's got to be this perfect thing, because it's my magical correspondences, it's everything that I am as a witch, and then, you know, it feels a little bit overwhelming. But we're going to get into it today. Now we're following the 6 steps, and step 1 is right here. So Hearth says that it's better to use a binder instead of a book with fixed pages, because then you can move pages in and out, you can add things, take things away, you can stick things, you can make it as pretty as you want, you can dip them in tea, the pages in tea if you want, to make them look really old and worn like a proper witchy book that you imagine. But for me, I'm just happy with the pages as they are. I love colouring in, and I've got quite a few like witchy colouring books, and I'm thinking of using those, like cutting them out and sticking them in here. I think that'd be really cute. Just make it really your own, and that's what it's all about. A grimoire is something that is very personal and something that you do for you. It's your personal journey as a witch, and so it's important to make it as personal as you like. And they have lots and lots of binders. You can find them all over the place. I picked this one because it has flowers all over it and butterflies, and my name is Beverly Butterfly, as you all know. So that seemed just perfect to me, and I love the flowers, and it's just so pretty. I didn't go for anything that was especially vintage. I just looked up butterfly binder and this is what came up. It just felt really me, and I love the black because black is a colour of protection, of cloaking, and so to use that colour in here just felt so right, you know. It just felt like the perfect colour, and it's all black inside. So if you want to get a binder like this, again, link will be down below. So that's step 1. Tick. Step 2 is to keep the pages flat. Now they were mentioning the fact that a lot of people, especially if they collect like herbs and crystals and stuff, will stick things into their book that are very bulky. Not to do that. I agree with that. I think you want this to be something where you can just flip through the pages and find the section that you want. I think at some point in the future I will probably, this is very hard to juggle, I'll probably put some like, you know, this dividers in, because I think that will make it easier to find the sections that I'm after, but at first this will do fine. So yeah, you don't want to have to be having heavy pages with twigs and rocks and things stuck to them. I think that's something that should be kept for your altar, not for your book, but you do you. I agreed with this one. Number 2, tick. Now number 3 is quite a good one, and I was like, oh, I get to do some sigil magic, because I love sigils. I don't know everything about sigils as yet. I watch a lot of videos about them and I've got books about them and things. I just think they're such a cool way of adding magic into your day, especially making my own clothes. I can add sigils, I can sew sigils in, I can draw them anywhere. It's just a really fun way of doing things. So this sigil is for protection, and it's like a protection charm or a spell, and that is to go on the first page of your grimoire. So when somebody opens it, they know straight away they're not supposed to be in there. Now I am a Patreon of Magical Crafting, and they offer this, which is amazing. It's a sigil worksheet that you can like work out what your sigil's going to be like, and it's just a really, really cool way. It's got everything that you could possibly need to create a sigil. So let's turn you around and we'll have a go, shall we? So here we are at the desk. We've got the sigil worksheet. So let's have a look. My intention, I think, is for protected knowledge. I want to be able to learn and grow with it without lots of people being able to read it. I want that to be my thing. So protected knowledge. So we cross out any vowels and any repeated letters, and then the numbers are here. So all you do is you write down the numbers that correspond with each of the letters. So there's a couple of doubles, so there's one there, and one there, and one there. So where you have those, I think you can put a loop in if you want, or a dot or a line, something like that to signify it. So I'm going to get a pencil for this because I'm feeling a bit nerve-wracked. It's nervy doing a sigil with people watching. Not that you're watching me right now, but you know what I mean. I like that. That's quite cool. Write it out another couple of times, just kind of get what we want. I like that. It's like the number 8. It reminds me of a musical note, but I like that a lot. I think that's really cool. So that's my sigil. Let's get drawing, shall we? So what takes the fear away is knowing that if I draw this sigil wrong in the book, I'm going to worry about ripping pages out. It just takes that fear away. So I've got black felt tip because, like I said, in colour magic, black is protection, black is cloaking. It's exactly what we need. And while you draw your sigil, always keep in mind your intention. Concentrate on what you're doing. Think about what you want to achieve. Once you place your intention and charged the sigil, I just do it with my energy, but you can burn it, there's loads of different ways of doing it. You can put your saliva on there, blood, you know, there's loads of different ways of charging sigils. I just use the energy in me to charge it. So that is charged now. So that's my first page, my sigil. I have like an evil eye in one of my colouring books that I want to colour in and then cut out and stick down here, just as a way to extra protect my book. So there we go, first page, and number 3 on our list is the protection spell and charm. The number 4 is to write your intentions, your morals and your values. This is really, really important to go on your second page. These are the things that you stand by as a witch, things that you believe in, things that you don't want to move away from. Very, very important part of this whole thing. And I am going to do it actually with my fountain pen because I love this pen. My husband bought it for me for Christmas for writing my magical things down, and so I really want to use this for that reason. So there we go, we've got 10 values that I aim to stick with on this spiritual journey into witchcraft and into learning and growing for my highest good. I'm not going to share with you, you might be able to zoom in and read if you're that bothered, but they're very personal. They're just values that I aim to stick with and aim to keep building on. They're not things that anyone else needs to worry about. So there you go. So that is step 4 ticked off. Step 5, aspirations and path goals. So these are my aspirations and my path goals, and as somebody who still finds herself jumping here, there and everywhere, I am starting to narrow down my path and narrow down what I want to do and work with. So this will be quite good to just write down and think about what my goals are for this book and my goals are for this journey, because it's so important. So here are my 5 goals. Number 1 is to listen to my guides and let them guide me. I think too often we can let people we see on Instagram or people that we look at guide us instead of really looking at what makes us happy and what brings us joy. Learn a little every day. This is what I do most days. I'm reading, I'm watching YouTube videos by other witches and spiritual teachers. I'm always listening and watching, and I want to always be learning a little something every day. To stay grounded and connected to nature. Nature is what should guide us, not what we want out of the world, you know. Number 4 is to narrow my spiritual focus to what brings me joy and what calls to me and not what others do. Again, a little bit like number 1, but listening to myself, not other people. I've always been kind of a people pleaser, and I don't want to do that on this journey. I want to really do what my soul has come to this lifetime and this dimension, this timeline to achieve. I want to stick with that. And number 5 is to stay focused on the moment and find muggle ways to solve problems before magical. So that is my path goals. So that's number 5 ticked off. And then number 6 is do a month by month journal. So that's kind of to maybe write a page at the end of each month of what I've learned, what I've grown, how I've discovered things. I do write in this spiritual journal every day, answering questions, and at the end of every week it does say weekly reflection, what have you learned this week. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to just transfer that into this or what I'll do there, but I will figure that out as we go. But so far this is going to be really cool. I can already tell that this is going to be such a good book for me, and I'm really excited. So there you go, we have set up our grimoire, my grimoire should I say. It's really pretty, and I can hide it just underneath my desk so people won't be nosy in. Not that anybody will, because it's all protected and charmed. And yeah, I'm just really excited to have done this. This was like a big step that I was kind of really scared to do, and I don't know why, because it's come out really, really nice. I can't wait to find ways to add in like all the information that I've learned so far on my journey. I'm just really excited, and I think every day I'm going to transfer a couple of things over into there, so I think it's going to work out really well, and I'm so excited about that. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really got so much out of this. I got to create a sigil, I got to do a little bit of magic-y woo-woo, and I got to personalise something and make it truly mine. I think too often we get caught up in the aesthetic of being a witch instead of worrying about what actually being a witch means. And being a witch is more than just how you dress and how you look. I mean, it's fun to have these magical wands and witchy hats and all of that kind of thing, but you have to really think about who you are as a person, and you find that out by doing shadow work, by really looking at yourself and really getting to know yourself. And I love that about witchcraft. I love that about this journey that I'm on, and I'm so excited that you're here on the journey with me. Don't forget that down in the description will be links to everything that you've seen here, including where you can get the sigil workbook and where you can find the video. All the information will be down below. So don't forget to check out the description before you leave. While you're down there, why not leave this video a cheeky little like so you enjoyed me trying out some witchy DIY. I'm not very good at DIYs, but I'm going to be bringing more and more to the channel, so definitely make sure, if you're enjoying my content and if you like my face, that you head down there and click that subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the family here. It's just such a lovely little community, and I'm getting so close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. I put so much work and effort into my channel, and I just love that you're enjoying it. So if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell, so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays, my health permitting. I always do my very best to be with you every week, twice a week. Don't forget while you're here to leave me a comment. I love chatting to you. Let me know any witchy DIYs that you've seen around you would love me to try. Anything that you've seen on Pinterest or YouTube or anywhere. And while you're chilling out on my channel, why not kick your feet up, grab a cup of tea and stick around to watch this playlist I put together for you. It was lovely to spend some time with you today. I hope you're having a beautiful day today, and I will see you next time. Bye!